Here's a truth I want you to hold on to, Christians. We should never apologize for the Bible being what it isn't for people it wasn't written for. Hi, I'm Colin, a biblical scholar helping make faith more practical with bibliologic. And really, this isn't talking about the end goal, the means of who the Bible's for. It's not a book specifically for Christians. Obviously, most of it's originally for the Jews, for the people of Israel. And that's an important distinction because a large percentage of this story was originally relayed to God's people in the nation of Israel. And some will say, well, why does that specifically matter? If you don't understand the perspective of the people of not only that nation, but also of the day it was written to, you are going to miss such a treasure trove of information. And in some portions of the text, you're going to miss such critical context that you're not going to be able to make much sense of things at all. Critics often want to make the Bible out to be a book of prose or, archaic thinking, when really it's composed by people from a completely different mindset and completely different mind. This is not something a critical scholar of any language or any text would ever fault the text itself for. You want to study the English classics, well, you're going to learn a different form of English than you're used to. You want to learn from, French philosophers. You're not going to be reading those sources in English if you're a serious scholar. For you to understand that story best, you're going to read it in the original text. Everybody in scholarship knows this. So then why doesn't that apply equally across the board to the religious texts of the Bible? Because it should, and critical scholars of the Bible know very well that it does. It's often been said that the Bible was written for us, but not to us. And that is something we need to internalize. It was as truthful a book as any in the day it was written to the people it was written to. But the heart of that material, the real meat behind it, is best understood in the original context of that book, unpacked through the lens of that culture, of that time. If you're not seeing a clear picture of what Scripture really is trying to tell you, oftentimes it's because of that. And if you want help unpacking more of that biblical worldview and starting to make it more relevant to your life, like and follow for more.